G. Paris from G. Paris Media Group and the Connection Ministries and Mission 2000. I bring you greetings. Um, I promised you that I would be communicating with you regarding the script by November the 1st, and for which I have my original script that I written for part one, but I could have gone in and edited it if I could have found it, but it's on my desktop, so I had to go back in and manually go back in to type and format a new script. And so most of you have received inboxes from me, and we got to get this ball rolling. So what I was thinking is that we have our stage manager who has the full script. Some of you have um, a script, but we did a little bit more tweaking to it, and there's going to be some more tweaking to it once the stage manager gets to it, which actually um, he's very well rounded in the arts, and so to make this pretty great performance, we asked Ray Lawson to be our lighting and technical support, and we bring in some other technical support that we can move this stage because we have to be at the Meyer Obendorf. It's going to give us, they don't open up until 1 o'clock on the 18th, and it gives me only an hour and 15 minutes to set up, and we have 4 backdrop stands that have to be set up and all draped, and then the settings, and so therefore we need the technical support and the arms and the legs to help out. We need a crew to get this done. So I'm asking a couple of other brothers to assist in the process, and also another sister to help design the stage and help me with that part. I need that help. Um, to all of you, this will be my last production in Virginia. This will be my last production for Virginia. The original process of the Connection Ministries. Connection Ministry has 8 to 10 states that we deal with, and um, I was from North Carolina to Maryland to New Jersey to Atlanta to Florida, Chicago, um, and other states, and so therefore my attention. I spent a lot of time in Virginia in the last 7 years because of my mom, and but um, I have to move on. So we want to make this a great production for C&M and 2K and also G Paris Media Group. Um, we're gonna get some more technical support so that therefore everyone knows that I think fast, and when I'm in production mode, I don't want to get into the combat or the power struggle, which I find myself having, in situations, and so therefore, I want this to be as peaceful as possible. And so sometimes when that happens, you have to yield and to allow the Spirit of God to manifest Himself. We're gonna have a nice play. I think it's funny, and if you look at the script, okay, it starts off, it's shocking, it's but to be truthful, if you look at the analysis, it happens. What's happening in this play happens in a lot of families. It happened back in the 50s when relationships were taking place, and they sent the mother away, and with the child who never knew who the father was of the child, and the child sometimes was raised up in the family as being um, a sibling, but all the time the child was someone else's child, one of the siblings' children, due to a relationship outside the family. So Mother Abundance wanted to make sure that she really is the star of the play, even though you may not see her. But what she did was, her request was to make sure that for 10 years, the reason why, when we look at part one, that it took her so long to give the inheritance that her daddy had left was because they had paid off the woman who had the baby. Mother Abundance was not Miss Bless's natural mother. She was her spiritual mother, but she was the wife to her father, and she had an affair. He had an affair, and it was in the church. And so when the pastor left, it was not unusual to take the lead singer or the secretary with him. So when she left with them, it was around December, and so um, it ended up being that the family thought it was out of the country pastoring and never saw Abundance pregnant. Well, Abundance got the baby, cared for the baby. She cared for her husband's baby, and she took her as her own, which is very courageous. But yet, Abundance wanted her daughter to know the truth, and here we go again. Last act was Abundance wouldn't let go of the money because Abundance didn't let go of the money because she was following suit to pay this Lady Love. And so Lady Love was paid off, and Abundance continues to let interest draw that she was able to give her daughter her inheritance. So her daughter did get an inheritance. And but this Christmas, 7 days before Christmas, Abundance tells the truth because she finds out that Lady Love is coming back around. Her sister didn't even know. Pearlie didn't know. And so I want you to watch this play because it's hilarious. We got folks that want to be stars who was stars who's in Hollywood and performers and and they have lines, and maybe sometimes you get into the play and you forget your lines, but long as you know where you are and the other person can catch on to it. In Hollywood, you professional actress, actor, you can't forget lines. But you know what? As long as we do this in decency and order, and we're right within the channels of the production, the atmosphere is right, and don't forget to invite people to come because a production is not anything without an audience to see it. So we put our time and effort into it, and I wish you well. We are going to be having a conference call. We're waiting for Joel Roman to review the script for us to collaborate, and then I will begin to rehearse the first act with um, Aunt Pearlie and my daughter Charity, and there's the first three, and then we have the Feltons to go over their act, which is Act 2. Act 3 is actually the Apollo, so therefore the people who are going to be at the Apollo, they can rehearse their music, and then we'll just get together and at the rehearsal to hear you sing your song so that we can get the timing right. Bolo, who is a comedian, is going to come in and he's going to act, and um, Felton is going to act as well. Pastor Joy and Pastor Divine is going to prepare mini sermons. There's going to be a portion when the church production that the cast is going to sit in the front row and allow only Charity and the preacher to be in that scene. So we'll have to go in and do a big transition to the church scene and the chairs. And what we can do when we get into the last scene, the tables is the only thing that needs to come out because the chairs is going to already be on the stage from the church scene. Okay? The lighting As I said, Ray Lawson is going to be doing some technical things, and we do appreciate all of you. We want you to invite your people, so all of you should have received invitations to invite people to come to the play. And if we can invite people, we can do some radio promotions. Some flyers will be coming out. So please send to me whatever picture you want to be on the flyer to G Paris, PRISM Kelly, KELY, at yahoo.com. That way I can use those pictures to put out a flyer so that you can send out. Okay? Thank you so very much. Check your inbox because the script is in your inbox. And again, we are going to have a meeting. Um, I know we're busy this week. I know that a few of us are busy this week. Today, actually, Virginia State, my school, the Trojans will be playing Old Dominion. So I'm going to try to peep in there for a minute because, I don't get a chance to go to homecoming. I don't get a chance, not for high school or anything like that. I went to a couple of them, but, you know, and and on Thursday we're having the um, Hampton Urban League's breakfast, the prayer breakfast, and on Saturday is the Hampton Roads Professional Black Media breakfast, as well as I have something in Washington D.C. And on Sunday it's definitely the Archie magazine, for which I am award winner and columnist, and at just going to be at the Chrysler Museum. So I just bless the name of God for you. Continue to pray for me as I continue to pray for you. G. Paris signing out. 7 days before Christmas.